Something has been imprinted in my mind today. And this is actually not a post about problems that's taking place in this world or in the church or anything, but it's just something that I just wanted to do. First of all, I'd like to say my condolences to the Fuqua family. And the reason why is that their patriarch, Deacon Ernest Fuqua, he passed away. It kind of shook me, mainly because I've known him for all the time I was at peace, and I always respected him. He was one that had integrity. He knew the word and made sure he followed that path. And not sure how many people knew, but he always encouraged me. If I didn't look too good, he would, give me a word of encouragement, and that helped quite a bit. And then during this particular past 2 years, when my wife had a stroke, somehow he got my number. He heard about it, got my number, and called while we were still in Florida. And he made it a point to check on us every week. He just said, all he would say was, just checking to see how you're doing. And just checking to see how you were doing. And I appreciated every word he said, because it meant that someone out there cared. Just drop the line. That was it. He would say a little bit of what was going on in his life, but the most thing was he wanted to make sure that Sister Heyman and I were taken care of, that we were okay. And maybe the idea that because now we're in a rhythm, that he could say, well, I can rest now. Now, I'm not saying that he's doing it because of me, but one of the burdens that he had was making sure that we were okay. And Deacon, we were okay. And knowing him, he was a warrior for God. And he kept it up to, I think he was about 90 years old or something like that. So he lived a full life. So I'm not sad in the sense of essentially taken too soon. I'm sure to his family, he was taken too soon, because someone like that is never the right time. But I appreciate his tenacity. I appreciate his encouragement. And I appreciate even just his presence of being an example to all of us younger ones who came up after him. God bless you, Deacon Fuqua. You deserve your rest. You're one that really deserves your rest. Don't know why I said all this, because essentially that wasn't my purpose to say that. But you know what? I might as well go ahead and make it about him. I remember when he, because I usually just sat and watched when we first came to peace. My wife and I just sat and watched until, of course, Sister Brown, Priscilla Brown, said, well, what are you doing sitting there? You should, if you're going to be here, you might as well join. And so we did and got busy. But I always noticed there were two deacons that would always hang around each other. And everyone knew it. Everyone knew it. They were like fast friends, brothers in arms. Deacon Hendrick and Deacon Fuqua. Pastor would tease him quite a bit. He would tease him quite a bit, but he loved them and they loved Pastor. And they respected each other, which is all that you would expect from soldiers of the word. And he was definitely a soldier. He didn't get up in front and teach, not because he didn't know his word. He knew his word, but he felt that that was a job for others to do. And I appreciated that. As I said, if he was, maybe if I said something that I thought I could have said something different, he said, no, well, you did well. Don't worry about it. You just go ahead. And I thank God for his encouragement in all ways and for his life. And he was one that essentially, he lived what he spoke and he spoke what he lived. And all he had to do was follow his example. He was definitely one that I just thank God that I was able to know him in my life. He was one of the special ones, and I don't know if there's going to be another like him. I don't think there will be. Now, there shouldn't, because God makes every one of us individuals. And so we essentially are to follow the path that God has given us to follow. And our path may be a little different than others. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes us special. And definitely, Deacon Fuqua was special in a loving way. Don't cross him now. Don't you cross him. Don't you cross him. Because he knows how to say things without getting vulgar, but he got his point across. So someone that you didn't want to disappoint, but not because he was angry or mean all the time, but because he was just that kind of a man. He was nice. In his own way, he was nice. If you stopped, he'll talk to you. But he'll leave you alone if you didn't want to talk to him. He wasn't going to get in your business, but he did care about how you were. And that really, really touched me since my wife had a stroke. And the fact that he called me way in Florida. He called me. He called me just to see how I was doing. And that has touched my heart like nothing else. Again, I'm not criticizing anyone for what they did or didn't do. That's not what I do. I think everyone has a road to travel, and everyone does things in their way. And if I'm not included in it, that's okay, because essentially I'm not the star of the show. Jesus is. But that does not mean that I don't appreciate when somebody comes across who didn't have to call, didn't have to drop a line, but he did. And he made it a point to do it. Was every week. I grew to expect a call from him every week. All the time I was in Florida, he would call me at least once a week. At least once a week. Making sure everything was okay. Are you okay? Are you doing okay? How's Sister Heyman doing? Is she doing okay? I'll let them know what's taking place. Okay, good. She's improving. Good. Keep me up on it. And now that I'm thinking about it, it does touch me it touches me a lot. That he would think about me so much. Maybe he did more for other people. That's okay. I'm not other people. I'm Elder Adrian Heyman. And the Lord sent him in the latter stages of his life, he sent him, Jesus, my Lord, my Lord. He sent him, his servant, to touch my heart, to bring me, and I have to remember that all the times he would call. It was never a bother, never. It was always good. Never had bad news. I asked him how he was doing. I'm doing fine. Yeah, that's fine. I feel okay. I feel okay. You know, I don't know what was going on, if he had suddenly passed away, if he had an illness. He wouldn't let me know if he did. But he just wanted to see how things were going. And I thank God for that man. Wish I could have shown him more. But I do appreciate everything he has done and said to me. And I will never forget that man. He's one of the soldiers of the cross. And he did his job and did it well, with distinction. So I was going to talk about something earlier, but management reserves the right to change things as the Spirit leads, which is exactly what happened here. I love you all. Hold on to your loved ones and appreciate whenever they come in contact with you, whether it's in person, whether it's by phone, whether it's by text. Appreciate them, because you never know when the Lord may call them to another area of the vineyard or may call them home. So treasure them. God bless you, and may he keep you. And Lord, thank you for allowing Deacon Ernest Fuqua be in my life. Take care. In Jesus' name.